Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do stretches, and we're going to do seated stretches and standing stretches holding on to the chair or the wall, and then I'm going to show you some stretches for those who can get on the floor, which is really important to work on if you can. That's just going to extend your life. They say people that can get up and down off the floor live longer, so I want to encourage you to work on that. All right, so we're going to get started, and we're going to do a wall circle, which will help open up our chest, and it'll help with mobility in our shoulders. So what you want to do is have your chair sideways like this. Okay. And then you're going to take your arm, you're going to make a circle and go back where your palm of your hand is on the wall. And you're just going to follow that through. And if you can't go all the way through because of the back of the chair or something, then just come back forward like that. But make a circle. If this causes pain, you can go away from the wall a little bit more, and then that'll make it easier. The closer you are to the wall, the harder it'll be and the more mobility you'll have. So you want to work in towards the wall if you can. But I'm going to go just like this, and you can hold it like right here. And that feels really good. Like I said, it really opens up this part here. And then I'm just going to let it turn. And the back of my hand's going to touch the wall down here. And then I'm going to turn it and the palm will go back. And so you want to do about 6 on each side, just like that. If you can stay sideways, that's great. If you have to turn a little bit because you're tight towards the wall, then go ahead and do that. But if you do these every day, you're really going to loosen up that shoulder and pec area. Okay, and now I'm going to change it around, and I'm going to show you the other side. And I'm going to move the camera so you can see a front view. The palm of your hand's going to touch the wall. You're going to go back, and then as you get back here, you can hesitate. And then as you go down, you're going to let that hand turn, and the back of your hand will be touching. And then you're going to turn it again and just go like that. You can see how that really is beneficial, and doing the circle on the wall really helps you have a little bit more control instead of just doing it with the air, because then you really don't know what you're doing. You're just kind of moving circles, which is good, but this is going to be more precise. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to stand, hold on to the chair and do this. Okay, so you're going to hold on to your chair with one hand. The foot closest to the wall will be forward, the other one back. And then you're just going to go and make your circle just like you did sitting, just like this. And then of course you'll turn around. The foot closest to the wall is forward, the other one's back. And again, if it's too close, just step away from the wall. but these are wall circles. And then of course, if you don't need to hold on to a chair, then you can just stand like this and do it. All right, so that's going to be a really good one to work on the mobility in your shoulders and your chest, and to help decrease pain in that area. Okay, so if you have a stool, a great way to stretch those hamstrings is put your foot up one at a time. Now, if this is pretty tight for your hamstring area, then just sit here. And what you want to do is, if you're not feeling the stretch, then bring your chest up, go forward just a little bit, and I can really feel it right there. Now, mine's not too tight, but you want to be really careful not to overstretch. It's not a good idea to force a stretch because you're not going to win. You'll else tear your hamstring muscle, or you'll just fight against the muscle and the muscle won't relax. So you want to breathe, take a deep breath, relax, and then if it releases a little, then just go ahead and go down like this, as long as that's not too tight. Now, if you hyperextend in the knee and your knee goes back down pretty far, have that knee bent a little bit, and I'll show you on this one here. So just bend your knee a little bit, and that'll protect behind the knee so you don't overpull that area. And then you're just going to go down like this. And like I said, if you're really tight in hamstring, just sit up tall and then maybe move your leg like this and get it to relax. But for those that can, just go ahead and go down like this and hold that. And holding it for 30 seconds is a good start. And then you can do 30 seconds 3 times. You can switch your leg, go back to this one. I like to do one at a time. That way you can keep thinking about the leg that you're stretching, and you don't have 2 legs that are pulling the hamstring at the same time. And then remember, you can just move your knee like that, and it really gets that hamstring to relax. And then go down, and you're just asking it. You're telling that muscle actually that it's okay to stretch. Okay, and then after you've done this 3 or 4 times, and just hold them for 20 seconds to 30 seconds. So the more you work at it, the better your results will be. Okay, that's good. All right, so that should be feeling good. And of course, I've showed you in other videos that you can go down like this if you don't have a stool handy, and you can hold that and stretch that way. Come back up, and you can do the other side. Whoops, come up forward from your chair a little bit, and then you can bend down. Next, we're going to do a pullover. This is another one that helps the trap that's tight and back here. So you're going to grab your arm like this, and you're going to pull it across and just hold it. Now, everybody has a tendency to do this. That's not correct. Bring your shoulder down and relax it. You can even tilt your head away, and that'll give you a little extra stretch. Bring that across, relax it. You can practice this move in the mirror so you can make sure that you're not going like this, which sometimes it's hard to know that, not unless someone tells you or you see it in the mirror. Okay, definitely do these a couple times. And again, hold it for 20 to 30 seconds. Okay, so next we're going to do a zipper stretch. And this is one of my favorites to help with mobility. So remember when you was young and you could grab your hand and back? I can't do that either. But we're gonna grab our band here. And if you still have the loop from the workout before, that's great. If you don't, you can just grab it by the end like that. But you're gonna hold it behind you, and then you're gonna pull down with the left arm, and we're stretching the upper arm. So a lot of people will try to pull both ends. That's incorrect. Pull just down and let the top arm stretch back, and try not to do this. Make sure your arm is by your ear, and then just pull it down, and then pull it up so the bottom arm is now stretching. Now if these hurt, then relax the pull, and then we're going to do this a couple times on each side. Okay, you're pulling down. You got your arm by your ear, you're relaxing the top arm, pulling down with the bottom hand, and now we're gonna switch. Pulling with the top and just relax the bottom. Now when you pull the bottom, it's gonna pull here, and if you're tight in there, it could cause some pain, so just relax it and don't pull where it hurts. Pulling down, bringing that arm by our ear. Pulling up, relaxing the bottom. And of course, when you pull this up, try to bring this shoulder back. Don't let the shoulder do this. Bring it back and try to keep that back the best you can as you go up. All right. So this is another one that you can do every day as long as you're not feeling any pain. And it's a really good one to get the mobility of being able to do this where you can touch your hand again, or where you just don't have any pain in the shoulder. But yeah, it's very helpful if you're trying to scratch the middle of your back. So we're gonna do a back stretch, and I'm gonna show you on the wall how to do it and with a sturdy chair. Now you want to really be careful with the chair because it can tip on you. So you don't ever want to pull the chair towards you. You just want to push down on the chair. Okay, so if you have a counter or like a desk, you can go like this, push your hips back and just stretch down like that. This really feels good. The higher you have it, the better the stretch. I love to do this stretch at the gym with a bar, but you can do it on the wall. And so you're just going to push your hips back and then just stretch through your arms and your chest. And if you don't have good balance, don't do this by yourself. So here's the chair. So like I said, don't pull it, because of course that chair will come back on you. Push down. Oh, and that's really good. So if you're tight back here, this might be hard. You might be like this, but just try to let your knees bend, push your hips back, and just stretch there. And then you can come up and then ask it again. So do this 3 or 4 times. Okay, for those of you that can get on the floor, grab your mat, and I'm going to show you how to practice getting on the floor. If you're leery about it, is have your chair here, bend down like this on the seat, put one knee down like that, and make sure you have a pillow or something if your knees are tender on the floor. And then you're gonna bring this one down. And then all you have to do is put your hand down, bring your hip down like this. And I know this can be tough for people. And then you're just gonna move onto your back, and then you'll lie down. Now when you're getting up, then of course, well, let's say you're down on the floor, you might have to turn over like this and then push yourself up like this. And then you're gonna swing over on your knees, go like this so you can kind of crawl. And then you're gonna go up on your chair, bring this leg here, and then with your hands pushing on the seat and this one foot, and then the back one too can help. You're gonna push up, and then you can stand up, okay? So that's gonna help you with that. Okay, so the stretches we're gonna do on the floor, we're gonna do what's called thread the needle. And so if your knees are tender, get some extra padding for them, whether it's a pillow or another mat. But you're gonna be on your hands and knees, just like this. And then this arm is gonna go through your the space between your arm and your knee. You're gonna go down like this, and then you're just gonna kind of lean back, and that feels really good. And then you're gonna come up and stretch it out, go back through, go down, and come back up. And do about 3 or 4 of these. Okay, now we're gonna do the other side. We're gonna go in, go back, and up, back through, and up. Okay, very good. All right, so next, we're gonna put this leg forward and this leg back. So it's almost like a pigeon stretch. That's the beginning of a pigeon stretch. And you should feel, on this leg that's bent, you should feel that glute being stretched. Or just go like that. And you can even put your foot up balls of your foot. And if it doesn't feel too tight, come all the way down. Okay, and then you're going to come back up, and we're going to go back with the other leg, and then just roll over onto that glute like that. Come back down. If you're really tight and you can't come down like this, it's totally fine to be in this position. But come down if you can. And kind of rock a little bit and give it to relax. Do an open book, which is a little different than the open book that I've done before. But you're going to have your knees bent here, and this hand, bottom hand, is going to grab this knee, and then this arm is going to go back like this. And then you're just going to make a half a circle following the mat, and then back up. So just keep your arm straight and let it go on the floor if you can. If you're tight and you have to have it up like this, that's okay. Just do what you can and don't force it. I'm pretty tight in this area. Okay, so my knees are bent. I got this hand on my knee to keep it. And then you're just gonna go back like this. If you can, like I said, if you can't touch the floor, don't worry about it. Just do what you can, like this. And then you'll turn your hand, and then you'll come back. You make your circle. But if you can touch the floor and it's not too tight, then think about pushing your wrist down into the floor and coming around like that. There's another movement to this, but right now I just want you to start with this one. Okay, let's see, that's an open book with a arm circle. Okay, and then let's lay on our back. And let's do a figure 4. So you're gonna take your ankle and you're gonna just relax it right on that knee. And this isn't like a big stretch, but you wanna be able to relax. So just enjoy the relaxation of this stretch. It's really good. And I do like to kind of rock a little bit. So now if you can, another move that you can do for even more of a stretch is raise that foot up, grab this leg, and just hold it. You'll really feel a stretch in that glute on the leg that's bent on your knee. Okay. And again, if you're pretty tight, then don't worry about lifting your foot off the floor. Just hold that for a good 40 seconds. Now bring that up and hold it there if you need more of a stretch. another stretch that I love to do on the floor is I like to pretend someone's pulling my legs one way and my arms the other way. And this is great for your spine. And relax. And do it again. And relax. One more time. Let's do an inner thigh stretch. So you're just going to put that leg down that's bent like this and just let it relax there. And again, don't forget to breathe. Take some deep breaths. Let your body relax. Okay, let that leg go down. Bring the other one up. And relax that hip flexor area. Hey, thank you guys for joining me for this stretch session. I hope it was valuable to you, and please subscribe and like the video. And let me know in the comments if you would like to see something different, or you'd like me to show you something in a workout or stretch. And take care, and we'll do another seated workout soon. All right.